Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen to the KCGO podcast. This is your host of the most and the Hat Man, the Mad Hat Extraordinaire, coming at you with the episode number 14. As you see, we have the usual lineup of characters. Hardy, how you doing? How's this week for you?
It was pretty good. I've been playing League. I actually got since Evo. I didn't play League of Legends for like a week or so, so I got back to that and actually got on my good side. So I'm riding a how many games? 10-game winning streak right now.
Nice.
Yep. So I actually climbed down to Gold 1 and I actually went. Now I'm currently at Plat 4. So it's
good shit, Hardy.
God damn. Yep.
So I kind of because I changed my style. I changed my playing style a bit. Instead of going just all in, I kind of figured, okay, I gotta do what I gotta do. Go back to basics.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Other than that, what else have you all been doing, Lionel?
Well, yeah. For me, it's just back to work. Aside from being a savage in Grand Theft Auto, and people begging me to be their tank in Elder Scrolls Online, yeah, I'm doing fine. Earlier, I was on ESO before I took a nap. And as soon as I got on my tank, I had like a flood of messages like, man, please, could you help us with this pledge, dude? Just get your super tank out here. Like, seriously. Dude, my tank is probably the only one with almost 70k health.
Jesus H. Christ.
And that's a for fun build. Take note what I said, for fun. Like, I heal better than the healer, and I have no healing capabilities. Come on, man. That's why people want me on their team. Like, my shields give you about like a third of your health. Come on, man.
Yeah, but you say it was your build is for fun. It's not for.
Yeah, it's a for fun build, dude. One of the bosses I fought with, like, it's a dual boss. I just stood in the middle of them, like, yeah, just go ahead, have fun, guys. It takes seriously, nobody died. I mean, I've had my tank since launch. So you can tell I had a lot of time to spend with it, but it came out good. But that's pretty much the life for me. Let's put it like this: ESO has a severe lack, like any MMORPG, a severe lack of healers and a severe lack of tanks. That's pretty much the par for the course. Everybody wants to be, I'm all about damage, I'm all about DPS. So fuck all that shit. DPS defense, the defensive side is weak as fuck. Nobody wants to be that tank.
Power is everything, man.
People want that shining golden moment when they fucking were basically so overrated by themselves when they forget you need somebody to draw the aggro and somebody to heal your squishy ass.
Well, basically it's all me. It's me and me only. So it's like.
Well, they changed ice staffs now. Ice staffs taunt the enemy.
Oh really?
Yeah, and I asked people when I joined it. I said, whoever has an ice staff, unequip that shit down, because you're gonna draw away aggro and you're gonna die, and then you're gonna blame me. So please take that shit off. Because they'll heavy attack. If you block, it costs magic instead of stamina to block with a staff. They go, why don't you use it? I said, no, I'm good. I said, you just do your bit of staying alive. I'll be fine.
You prefer playing tank, right?
I prefer playing a healer. Because there's a severe lack of them in the game. Everybody wants to heal and do nothing else. I'm like, dude, heal and do damage. Don't just stand there and do nothing. Don't play me.
They're playing it like a traditional MMO though. That's the whole thing. These old fucking MMOs. That's all you could do is just heal and debuff and buff.
Yeah, in ESO it kind of pays to heal and do damage, but a lot of people don't want to do. See, they realize that what you did in older MMOs you can't do in ESO. You need to do some damage because some of your skills require you to charge up that ultimate bar, and if you're not doing any damage, you're fucked. Right. So yeah, that's roughly about it. Me, so that's all I've been doing.
Alright, what about you, Cleveland?
Working, of course. I've been working a lot. Been trying to get this third account into Diamond because I got my second Smurf in the Grandmaster, but Overwatch this is. But trying to get my third account into at least Diamond because that was my DPS account. Because my main account's in Diamond, that's my healer. My tank account's in Grandmaster, which is stupid. and my DPS account is in platinum, so I know where my fucking weaknesses lie at least.
Hey, can you not go Mercy? We really don't need a Mercy on this team comp.
No, I don't play Mercy. I play Zenyatta and I play Lucio.
Okay.
I put balls in people's faces.
How's Doomfist in that?
Oh, Doomfist is fucking amazing. I can't wait till he comes out. He plays so fucking... He is basically like playing Street Fighter in first person. Real shit. Real shit. Like, all his moves work together in this kind of like combo fashion. Except his ultimate. His ultimate is like this separate thing. But like, you charge punch in, then you knock him up with your upper... He literally says rising uppercut. That's one of his voice lines for his rising punch. And then you after you knock him out, you can smash him down with your fucking Earth Shatter. Well, it's not called Earth Shatter, it's called Ground Pound. And then you've got your left fist is a shotgun, but you can like melee him with and then his fucking gun is called a hand cannon. Literally, he shoots bullets out his knuckles, and it's called a hand cannon. I love the pun. But besides that, having a lot of fun with that.
5
Rising
Doomfist and a
uppercut,
Tracer, Brazzers.com.
Oh my!
Hey!
Rising uppercut, huh? Hey,
Rising
Terry
uppercuts.
I'm still mad that Terry Crews wasn't the VO for that. I mean the VA for that, but you know.
Right. I mean, it was a missed opportunity to be honest.
It was
but
perfect. That's a perfect character.
the
for
way
him.
the character is because
Portrayed in the story, yeah.
The thing about Overwatch is really story based, and even though unless Terry Crews can do a West African accent,
I doubt he
like,
could though.
these motherfuckers are going to get the Doomfist. Unless he can do that shit, then it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, that's not gonna
South American voice, huh?
No, West African.
Unless that
Oh,
was-
okay.
Yeah, okay.
It's Ziga from Samurai Showdown. That's what Doomfist reminds me of.
essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially.
9 Idol Ziga from Samurai Showdown. The actual pose just reminds me of him. Samurai Showdown 2, I believe, if I recall.
Yeah, because there's a lot of fighting game references with that character. Like he's got a few sprays that that seem like he's doing like shurikens and stuff, or falcon punching people. Falcon punching.
Punch!
He says like one of his voice lines is like Doom Punch. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
Oh god, overall he's a very cool character. I like the design. I like how they went with him.
Oh,
But it's a rip Terry Crews. But Terry Crews did hint that they might be doing something with his voice sooner or later, so we'll never know.
explosions.
Maybe it could be like an announcer pack.
Oh yeah, that would be actually pretty nice because it's announced. Even though I love the announcer in Overwatch,
That was my
Jeez.
phone.
very, very grainy now.
All right, Link's Awakening.
Right on the nose too. Holy shit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's my
Text tone.
text message sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, Evan, what have you been doing?
Well, I mean, I've been working 10-hour shifts, which fucking suck. But aside from that, I'm a Twitch affiliate now. So,
Hey,
yeah,
congrats.
for that. Yeah, I'm a
Oh,
Twitch
I'm happy
affiliate.
for you about that one.
Yeah, that was amazing. I got home from work, and I was just like, let me go ahead and check my email. I didn't check my email in like 2 days. Then I see this Twitch email. I'm like, yo, am I an affiliate? Yeah, I'm an affiliate. So I had to send out. I had to do all this like tax stuff for them and everything. I had to fill out like 2 W-9 forms or whatever. But yeah, so now I have a sub button. I have a source option for my stream now, so 720p. And yeah, it's actually pretty dope. And also, I think like a day ago, I was also invited into. Shit, I don't know if I can say it because of this NDA.
You've got an NDA, so don't even hint it.
Don't do it.
If you got an NDA, don't bother.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. Don't screw yourself, man. Respect
Right.
that NDA.
You got a good thing going on. Don't fuck it up, boy.
Yeah, I got invited to this NDA for this one game that's coming out soon. So I want to see what it's all about. I can't even like, you can't do shit with it. The NDA is like super strict.
Oh yeah, because I was in the closed alpha testing for the now released of open beta of Quake Champions, and like that NDA was strict. Like I had to take off like fucking Skype and everything not running in the background to actually play the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't talk about it. You can't. Well, you certainly can't stream it or
Yeah,
record
definitely
it.
not. Can't do anything with it. So I mean, it's the testing for it starts on Monday and Tuesday. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, the genre itself is pretty dope already, but the fact that it's I can't even say it.
Don't talk anymore about it, my brother.
Can't even say it. Yeah, but that's what's been going on with me. And then tomorrow I gotta wake up at 5 a.m. for work again. So whatever. But yeah, this week has been pretty okay.
Nice.
Sounds like everyone's had a good week.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, so I guess we'll just go ahead and shift into the topics of discussion for this podcast. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the Dragon Ball FighterZ character reveals.
Oh gosh, yes.
Oh god.
Oh.
Yeah, oh yes.
I wasn't surprised when they announced these two, but I was extremely happy to see them finally.
Wasn't surprising, right?
No,
yeah.
because,
What's hilarious about the whole thing though is that, like, of course they don't have any like trailers or anything for Piccolo and Krillin, but like because everybody was asking for him, Harada basically just donned his "Don't ask me for shit" shirt. He's like, look, the game is still very early, very early. It's probably not gonna come out early 2018. More than likely, we might see like a April-May release, probably even June for it. So I mean, it's pretty interesting. As we've already seen before, even with Trunks with the hidden "fuck you," like even with that, they're definitely going for a perfect representation.
Oh god, it's like 1-to-1 with the manga on everything I've seen so far.
Yes,
1-to-1. Oh my god.
So it's gonna be pretty legit. I'm just wondering, like,
certainly can't wait for it to actually play them once they have the release.
I'm just hoping that Krillin's gonna be a decent size, because I definitely don't want like bobbity hitboxes on him.
Well,
from what completely miss.
I'm looking at some of the screenshots right now. Like there's a screenshot of like him fighting right now, and he's about, I want to say, up to Goku's chest.
Oh, okay.
No, because he's almost as big as Frieza. I'm gonna link this in the chat for you guys to see.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Okay.
Yeah. Because Frieza's like up to Frieza's chin.
Well, isn't he just as tall as Frieza?
No, he's like Frieza in his base form. He's him and Frieza in Frieza's base form. Him and Frieza are like what, eye to eye. But when Frieza gets perfect, he's like a couple inches over.
Okay, so yeah, there shouldn't be any hitbox
That makes sense. Well, you don't want to make the characters too tall or too short.
Did you also read about what they're doing balance-wise with these characters?
Isn't it less like how strong they are in the show is how strong they're gonna be in the game?
Pretty goddamn much, dude.
That's like, gonna suck, though.
But the thing is that plus also like, okay, they're key gains, so like Krillin won't get much key gain, but his assist skills. His assist skills will be on point.
Senzu
Right, he'll throw
Senzu.
He will be able to throw Senzu beans for quick heals.
That's his only assist, dog. Is Senzu.
But think about that, dude. It's like having Ruby Heart with the fucking or fucking Jill Valentine with the herb, right?
Imagine they actually provided the Team 4-star points. Senzu Bean!
That'd be so dope to actually have that Krillin in here. Hey, that's Clay. What's going on?
And we have a new challenger.
I mean, Piccolo looks good though. Piccolo definitely looks good. Like,
and he has a long range grabs with a stretchy
just like he does in Hyper DBZ.
Yep. They're bringing a lot of stuff back from the old video games as well, which is so dope.
I mean, I see they have his Hellzone grenade special too.
Mm-hmm.
They got Krillin's Destructo disc, which actually looks sick. The FX on that,
it's unblockable.
Yeah, because you couldn't block it in the show either.
Yeah.
Destructive disc is
I hope that's not his level 1 though. Like if it's his level 2.
No, it's his level 3.
It's his level 3.
He might have 2 versions though, because he's got like the singular Destructo disc, plus he has to try Destructo disc. So I mean, if it's the level
So I
one,
mean,
it's
they could do it to basically where like, you know, his level 1 is the singular, level 2 is the double, and then level 3 is the triple.
Because he also has a Kamehameha. He has Solar Flare, which I mean, unless that does something to like the person that's playing, like they lose control. Or...
Either that or it puts him in a stun state. I think it just put him in a stun state.
Oh yeah, that probably would be it. Yeah. Okay, I'm about to pull up the DBZ wiki and see what other moves are.
I definitely, if it puts him in a stun state, I definitely don't think that should be a level 1.
That's gotta be at least level 2 or level 3.
Yeah, it has to be level 2 because I feel like it's gonna be really easy to gain meter. I'm seeing a Sensu being in this screenshot, dog.
Right, because he has I think a certain amount of stocks for. This is all speculation, by the way. He has a certain amount of stocks of Sensu beans in each fight. Plus, he also does like, because everybody has the assist where they throw out like key blasts or whatnot. And let me get to this Dragon Ball Z stuff. But it's just like, I think there's like 3 assists per character, right?
3 assists a character?
I think that's what I remember. You played it, right, Hardy? You probably can get better.
I played it, but then I never had the chance to actually switch, like, because the line was so long. You you couldn't make. I don't know. I don't think I even knew what the buttons were, so I didn't have a good chance to get a good feel on it.
I think it was what, light, medium, heavy, dash, or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I mean, X and Y were the mash buttons.
I thought every button could do a mash.
X.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
It's probably not the heavies though. I like the heavies unless you can charge up the heavies for like a stronger hit. But we don't know that yet. But so he also has a Spirit Bomb. That could be.
Yes, Clay. What's up? What?
No, we
can't hear you.
Skype is acting up on your end again, brother.
His camera's like, moving slow like those dial-up speed.
It's moving good for me. It's just probably laggy right now. But like he has a Spirit Bomb, especially the Kaioken. We know that his signature move, the Destructo Disc.
Wait, we're talking Krillin still, right?
Yeah. Krillin. This is all
Krillin with Spirit Bomb, but it should be like this. It's a small.
It's a tiny little Spirit Bomb.
Yeah, he had a tiny little Spirit Bomb in the show. Right. He had a tiny little one.
Yeah.
I mean, it still did a lot of fucking damage. Like, don't get me wrong. Like,
it fucked over Vegeta pretty well, dog.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Like, think about it like this way: Krillin is like, I want to say like low tier Goku in a way.
I want to say like he's the strongest human in like the fucking on the planet pretty fucking much. Like
aside
any
from
other
Chi-Chi.
human. Right. Because her natural talents for her being basically a daughter of a god.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, but besides Chi-Chi, he's the strongest male.
Strongest male, strongest female, yeah.
Strongest males, and she's basically the strongest woman on the planet.
Yeah.
Chi-Chi.
She's strongest
Well, I
woman
think
on the
Mattel
planet.
I mean, you can make an argument for
18's an android though. They're still androids through and through.
Yeah.
Even though they got
she's not an android. She's a cyborg.
Cyborg android, but they're not human.
They
They're
called them
humanoid.
androids. I'm gonna call them android.
They're humanoid, but they're not human. They don't have the human traits. They don't bleed. They don't necessarily need to eat, but they enjoy food. They don't necessarily need to dispose of waste. They have unlimited fucking stamina.
Yeah, their stamina's infinite, so they can outlast anyone.
Oh yeah. So, I mean, besides that, they're humanoid.
What about Videl? You can make it.
Videl's behind Chi-Chi.
I was about to say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Dell's still got a good way to go.
And the only real reason for her being up that high in the first place is because of Gohan's training. Definitely wasn't because of Hercule.
Hercule didn't do shit.
Hercule
Oh,
don't do shit.
We know Hercule is the strongest.
I mean, Clay know a little
We know
something about
he's
that
the
Hercule,
strongest,
but
okay?
you know that's just.
Remember, he saved the Earth.
Good old Hercule saving the planet once again.
Yeah, there's just special effects, you know.
It's just, you smoke the mirrors, and they got that guy up there shooting lasers. That's what happened. Don't believe the bullshit, guys. Hercule saved the planet.
It's all a trick. It's all a trick.
Smoking mirrors. All the tricks of the trade. Well, not all of them, or else you just wouldn't even be able to.
But moving on to Piccolo real quick. So fuck, I got the wrong wiki popped up real quick. We paused.
Still has, he has the
ooh,
Mecha
ooh,
Sampo,
Piccolo's level
Right?
3.
Yeah,
should
he
definitely-
has.
Piccolo's
special
level
beam
3,
cannon.
I feel like definitely should be like some sort of awakening. Because, you know, he has both, not Comet,
He has Nail and
Nail and,
Kame.
Nail
Yeah,
and
Kame
Kame
inside
inside
him?
him.
Okay.
Yeah. So I definitely think
Original
it should
Kame
be some sort of
Sama, not
awakening.
Not
Lil-
Dende.
not Lil Green.
Yeah, not Lil Green. Not Lil Green.
Lil Green.
Don't call me Little Green. I'm gonna call you Big Green.
I still can't believe that angle they pulled with him and Gohan.
Oh, he actually has like eye lasers. I forgot about that.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
So that would be interesting. I think Piccolo
He
is
has the
definitely,
mouth beam as well.
yeah, Piccolo is definitely one of those, because that was a Kame thing. I think the mouth beam was a
Right.
Kame thing.
I think
But-
it's a whole technique for the that race though, the Namekians, because over in the Namekian saga, a lot of the Namekians were shooting lasers out their mouth as well.
Out the mouth, yeah.
Right.
But you
Well,
never
it might
seen
be-
Piccolo do it though.
Only in Dragon
No,
Ball.
Only in Dragon Ball.
No, he didn't. No, remember against the Cybermen, he shot out his mouth. Remember?
Oh yeah.
I don't
Yes.
remember that.
He threw a Cyberman. He just shot out. He shot out his mouth
I don't
Right,
remember
that
that
was
at
saving-
all.
for saving Gohan's butt.
Yeah, that is.
That was the Saiyan saga. I remember that.
Yeah.
But
He
Piccolo's
also-
definitely an underrated character. Always has been.
He always is. Yeah.
Always has been. That's sad.
Oh. Uncle Piccolo.
Yeah, no, Father Piccolo.
Father
What you mean?
Oh my goodness, we're gonna go that route.
Yeah, he is the best.
Everyone could go a better father than Goku.
Way better. Way better. He's probably just out to grind hard just to fucking feed Chi-Chi and Gohan.
Dodge, dog. Dodge.
Alright. But we know we're gonna see special beam cannon. That's definitely gonna be something we're gonna see.
Do we have?
Hell's Own Grenade, of course.
Does he have close beam?
I don't know. If
I wonder if they're gonna like never mind. That's just an aesthetic thing.
What's
It's just an
that?
aesthetic thing. Where they'll have an option for him to keep his armor on instead of him taking it off.
Right. That
Fake
would
clothing. Yeah.
That's. I mean, besides that, he may have like Evil Shot, or definitely.
Can we
he
get
doesn't have-
PyCon? I want
Right.
PyCon. That man never got enough love, dog. I want PyCon, bro.
But he's just filler.
But he was dope. Filler.
He was dope as fuck though. Like,
Right.
I mean, I guarantee you, we're probably gonna get fucking Bardock. Why can't we get PyCon?
Oh, we're definitely getting Bardock. That's for sure. And if we don't get Brawly,
But Brawly's like
Brawly's
non-canon
gonna
as
be
fuck
like
though.
Phoenix though. Brawly's gonna be Phoenix. Like I'm telling you, he's gonna start off all scrawny and skinny, and you gotta get that key to level 7 and Ultimate Super Saiyan.
He was never that scrawny or skinny though.
I mean,
Really?
but
Like he was still a
That's
built ass
true.
nigga. It's
Well,
just like
still, but he didn't have like the fighting prowess of like Goku, Vegeta, and them in that form. He just went straight berserker, and
so.
Fuck,
Basically,
nobody-
the only way to get Ultimate Brawly is to have him build up all 7 meters, and
go
then
Chris
just,
G mode, man.
yeah, and just go Chris G mode. I hope he's not in the game specifically
Me
for that.
Just for that.
If you watch the latest episode of Dragon Ball
Yeah.
Super, we had a Brawly, sort of.
Oh, what's her name again?
Kale
yeah.
or something?
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I just called it Super Saiyan Savage. That's basically
That's basically what she was.
dude. The entire time she was walking, the tank music from Left 4 Dead was playing in my head the whole time.
Oh, Goku,
I'm like,
Son,
Yeah.
Goku.
I'm like, hold up, it would. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Why didn't she call? Yeah. Oh wait, she doesn't know the real name. Never mind. Remember, Brawly just called him Kakarot all the
Yeah,
time.
she doesn't know.
Yeah,
I
Kakaroto.
think the only person that calls him Kakarot now is Vegeta.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Because he doesn't even call him Goku, he calls him fucking Kakarot.
Yeah.
Even in the
Kakaroto.
even in the fucking Japanese dub, it's Kakaroto.
Called him by a Saiyan name.
Yeah.
Saiyan warrior.
Just
Was
trying to fuck
was that reason like that they gave whenever they introduced Brawly and DBZA like the legit reason, or was that them just trolling?
No, that's the legit reason. Like,
No,
so
yeah.
because Kakarot cried a lot as a child. What?
Yeah, that is the sole
Yes.
reason.
Yeah.
That is so dumb.
Yeah.
it's Japan though, dude. It's
I thought
Japan.
they were
It's normal
trolling.
for
Like
fucking
I know that a lot of the shit that they make fun of is like actually legit, but I thought that one was just bullshit. Oh my god!
legit, man.
That's 100% legit.
Yeah.
Can we get both him and Vegeta on the team? So cool.
Yeah, Vegeta wasn't having that. You seen that he just stayed completely out of it. He wasn't afraid, but he knew. He knew
Oh,
better.
yeah, fuck yeah, he knew
He-
better.
he-
Nobody
he did-
fuck-
He just looked like, yeah, I'm not getting in this. Yeah, you're on your own, but hey, don't fall off though.
Vegeta was like hiding behind that rock, like, man, I was gonna try to beat that ass, but you know what, man, I'm just gonna chill behind this rock though.
The one time Vegeta actually has some legitimate concern for Goku and saying, "Be careful." Like the first and only time.
And you can hear the concern in his voice too. He was like, "Be careful, Goku."
Well, I'm sorry, it's the second time because remember at the start of the Tournament of Power itself, they saw the Yardrat, and it was like, Yardrat. He said, "Yeah." He said, "Man, you might want to be careful around this guy." So you could tell it's legitimate concern given the circumstances. So
Given
it's
the
the
circumstances, just true.
so second time in less than 5 episodes is legitimate concern.
Right, right.
It'll go back to normal when it's all done, though. He'll go back to being like, yeah, don't patronize me, don't bother me, yeah. He'll be, he'll go back to brooding. But let's just say that he's actually had the most character development that he's needed for a long ass time.
God, dude, we're
Yeah.
getting way off topic right now, but
Okay.
I'm gonna agree with you though, man.
Yeah.
That's so much character development. For
Yeah.
just him. And that's
Yeah.
so
Okay,
hard.
we've seen the 3 characters that were revealed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knowing we might get more later. What characters do you think they'll do next?
Well, I mean, I just said Pycon, even though that's probably not gonna happen.
Icon, yeah.
I'm hoping for
I'm hoping I see at least a member of the Ginyu Force. At least
Oh,
4,
nah.
if not all.
If anything,
I
you
just-
might
Captain
see
Ginyu.
Captain Ginyu or Raccoon, because those are the
Give me
two
some-
like
heck.
most memorable Ginyu members.
Heck,
Yeah.
give me Zarbon or Dodoria.
Fuck no.
I think what they're aiming
I would
for is
prefer Zarbon.
I think they're aiming for popularity
Yeah.
in terms of the characters. So I think that's what they're going for. They're not gonna go out like Budokai did.
So
And
I
then, like-
guarantee you that we're probably gonna see Cooler as well, because Cooler was, pretty
Yeah,
popular.
quote unquote canon.
Yeah, quote unquote
He's
canon.
filler
pretty
canon.
popular.
yeah.
Right.
The fact that they actually have Golden Frieza as a power up, and
Well, but
it's
that's
not-
3 meter costs for
Yeah.
Gold
Yeah, but
Frieza.
do you not
But-
realize
but-
how powerful Golden Frieza is?
Yeah, that's
Well,
like
yeah.
they don't even have fucking Super Saiyan God Goku, and they have Golden Frieza. So what's the disparity on that bullshit?
right because
Right.
they're omitting GT because we know GT is now officially not canon,
Garbage.
even though the aspects of it are the aspects of one thing from GT is there for those who've seen it.
Right.
We're gonna stay on topic. I didn't want to derail there, but I mean it's there, but not if you want to put it that way with one character.
They could
I
have
mean-
fucking like copped out with it. They could have just been like GT was a separate timeline,
You're right.
like
So
they did
let's
with the
see.
Future Trunks. But anyway,
We're
Yeah.
probably we probably might get Gotenks, to be honest with you.
Well, true.
I think we might get Gotenks and Goten is one character.
Right.
No, Gotenks, not Kid Trunks.
I mean,
and-
Gotenks.
Gotenks.
We might
Yeah.
we might get Kid Trunks. Well, yeah, Gotenks. Fuck that. We'll get Gotenks.
Right.
I wonder there's a possibility if they might do fusion, maybe, since you have Goku and Vegeta.
I
no
really,
fusion?
Nah.
I
Oh,
think
we
these
talked
should be
about that the
separate
last time we talked about
Right.
DBZ Fighter Z.
Yeah.
which is,
Okay, so
we
no
know this cell.
Android 18 is
So-
definitely gonna be in it.
Yo,
Both
fuck,
Androids. Both
Yes.
Androids.
well, you
17
gotta,
and 18, yeah.
17 and 18.
16, 17, and 18.
All 3 of them? I don't think all
Yes.
3 of them, because a lot of
You
people
gotta
don't
have
like 16.
Rocket Punch.
A lot of people don't like 16. I love
what is
16.
16
but
Sen? Why isn't you're trying to say 16 Sen? No, Rocket Punch.
that's what he
I
did.
loved it. Yeah, I love, that was one of my favorite attacks with him in fucking Budokai.
Yo,
Rocket
can we get
Punch.
Roshi though?
Right? Give me Yoshi in this bitch.
Can we get Roshi? Cause like,
Yoshi.
yeah, I said
say
Roshi.
Yoshi, Cleveland.
No, I said Roshi.
No,
but nah,
Cleveland said Yoshi.
I did say Yoshi by accident, but yeah, Roshi.
Because I mean, think about it. That's basically Roshi's
The OG, the master.
Nah.
You can put it that way.
Hold on,
He
hold on.
doesn't get old. He just he's an old perv. That's all he is.
Well, not in Super.
Not super, but you get the picture.
Yeah, I get what you get.
What the hell is his name?
What, Shenhan Yamcha?
Nah.
No.
Yoshi can be the Tung Fu Ray character.
Oh yeah, yeah. Cause when he gets like fucking buffed up and shit when he does his Kamehameha and all
Yoshi
that
could be the
work.
Roshi.
Up, Roshi.
Yeah, Roshi could be the Tung Fu Ray character.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah. I mean, as a start or as a power up or something.
Power up.
It's a power up.
Okay, power up. Okay.
Like
I mean, it wouldn't.
know,
It's definitely not the first time we've seen an old character in a damn fighting game.
hell no.
True.
Like, it
Yeah,
can
we've
definitely
seen it.
work.
But speaking on that vein of like power ups, they're gonna have like fucking a power up for fucking Krillin, and you're definitely gonna have one. They better have like Piccolo fucking touching like Kami-sama and gaining his power and sucking up Nail's power and shit.
Tien,
like that.
maybe?
Fusing.
Nah, if they're gonna have Tien, they gotta have Yamcha.
No, they don't.
They got. I want to hear Wolf Fang Fist.
Yeah, but remember, just like you said, they're basing the balance off of who's the most
Popular
powerful character.
characters.
That's what you said. Popular character.
I
No.
said that.
Oh, Lionel said that.
Oh, Lionel
Yeah.
said that. So like,
Which
Nap
is
up.
true.
but
Nap
you
up,
gotta
please.
remember that Tien is actually a fucking threat. Like in DBZ, they didn't make him seem like that, but in Dragon Ball, he was a fucking threat.
He was a beast. Then he started slacking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not slacking, more like Toriyama just like fuck
What about
everybody
Supreme
else.
Kai?
Fuck
to say.
one of the coolest attacks in the goddamn DBZ universe, Wolf Fang Fist.
What about Kikoho? That's
Supreme
a cool
Kai, maybe?
Oh yeah, we could probably see Supreme Kai.
And
Because
just as
Supreme Kai
a,
and Deborah, right?
and as a reach, Nappa.
I mentioned Nappa.
They better have Nappa. They better have fucking Nappa.
Vegeta, I'm onto you. I'm kidding.
Vegeta.
What does this counter say about his power level?
Oh, my
That's
God.
over 9,000. Oh, that's pretty strong.
It's
What
1,000
9,000?
It's 1006. You mean? All right. Anyway, I think we're doing too much to DBZ.
We are just totally going off topic. Yeah. Anyway.
All right,
going
so
to-
all right, I think
Closing,
we're done
close
with
out.
the. I think we're done with the Dragon Ball Fighter Z discussion because we derailed it so damn much.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Alright,
go
anyway.
ahead and talk about the next set of reveals, and these reveals are for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Yeah, they revealed 4 characters as the San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah, so we got Frank West, we got Nemesis, we have Spider-Man, and
Mike Hager from
Mike
Final
Hager. Yeah, Mike Hager. If you actually if you look at Frank's character select portrait, what the fuck is that?
I don't fucking know, dude. That's,
Did you see it? Like,
That
it's
looks-
so weird.
Well, Frank is weird, but you know.
No. It looks like dude is drunk or something. Like,
Yeah, it's like they pulled him from 4.
Well, you're fighting all that many zombies. Wouldn't you take a drink or two?
Not wrong about
yeah, but you
that.
ain't got to look like you taking a drink or two.
This is Frank West, dude. He wears freaking surfbot helmet. Come on, man.
You already
think
know
another
that's gonna be a
mention we didn't-
returning costume.
Another character we didn't mention is Gamora. Oh wait,
Yeah,
or was that
Gamora.
announced already?
Nah, that was announced to Evo.
No.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, that was announced to Evo Gamora. Apparently, what they were talking about with his level 3 is that it instantly does 100 hits and it gives you a free level up. So his level up
Yep.
system is back.
Yeah, because it goes straight to mat level 5 once you do level 3.
So
Straight to 5.
I guess Haggard looks pretty good. I don't understand that
Did
barrel
you-
shit.
But
Yeah.
people really ask for Mike Hager?
Nah.
No.
Really give a darn about Mike Hager?
Nah.
Man, as much as I respect the Mayor of the Earth, we could have used Zangief.
Yeah, Zangief, because he wasn't in 3.
Exactly.
He wasn't in 3.
Exactly. But you know how lazy they were. They just went back and reused assets from Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Exactly. They just put a fresh coat of paint on the sprites.
Yep. Not even a fresh coat of paint. They took that coat of paint off of it and just fucking threw it in the game. With
No,
some
they
fucking
reshaded.
color.
They reshaded the sprites.
Yeah.
They reshaded the sprites. And then Spider-Man. It's hilarious to me that the only freaking Marvel character that you put out at Comic-Con was Spider-Man.
Right.
Probably based off the Homecoming movie, maybe.
On that point, did you hear his new voice though?
No, I didn't.
Because I've been like watching these trailers back and forth a lot, just like studying them, and like his voice is very like almost like fucking what's that kid's name from fucking Tom Huddle, not Tom Hiddleston. The little kid that plays Spider-Man now. It sounds almost like his voice. He doesn't sound like you do your job. He sounds like do your job.
Oh,
You
you
sound
mean
like
from
Miles
the game?
Morales?
The game?
Nah.
No, he doesn't sound like Miles, but he sounds like a little kid now. He doesn't sound like the.
what the
You remember how Spider-Man sounded at the sound?
Yeah.
Right. He doesn't sound like that anymore. He sounds like a little kid now.
That's weird.
Oh.
Yeah, dude, it pisses me off. Like he went, like I was fucking first time I heard it, I went back with like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound like Spider-Man, because he did like web glide. I'm like, what?
His level, I like how his level 3 was a throwback to the first Spider-Man movie, though. That was
Right.
pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
dope.
But it's just like, where in the fuck did Green Goblin come from suddenly? Like, what?
All of a sudden, Green Goblin.
All of a sudden, Green Goblin, right?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, let me look it up. Are you talking about the Marvel vs. Capcom Spider-Man voice, or I mean the
Yeah,
Marvel superhero
Marvel
voice?
vs. Capcom Infinite Spider-Man voice. Go look at that trailer and listen to his voice.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely take a look at it.
Yeah, go and take a look at it, because Nemesis looks cool. Like, I can see that they changed him up, which is good.
Yeah, they actually really did some good. Really
Because
good.
originally he was.
Okay, it's Patrick Chilvers. Those were the original Marvel series. That was the original Marvel series voice actor.
Yeah.
But who's the voice actor for Infinite, though?
It's not that we're talking about the
Oh, it's
voice
not?
actor. It's the sound. Even if we all know that the voice actors are changed. It's the sound of the
Yeah.
voice actor.
The sound of
right.
his voice in game is
He
off.
sounds super fucking young, dude. He sounds like the kid from Homecoming.
Oh,
Like, just look at the Maximilian video, because you know he's already... put
Yeah,
them shits
I'm about
up.
to put that one in the leak, but you already took care of it.
okay.
Wait,
Do we need
can
to
I?
switch over to Discord for play?
We probably might have to.
Alright, let's just do that real quick. On
We're
the
going
fly
with
editing, ladies and gents.
Oh, sorry. Are we taking an ad break?
Shit,
Oh,
if you
get
wanna
that
talk
sweet
about
ad revenue.
I don't have ads, though.
Oh my goodness.
I don't have ads. I wish I
Not
did.
yet.
I
Not
do.
yet.
Alright. Man, it's gonna take everyone a long time.
Oh, shit. Hold on.
I gotta mute myself.
Yeah, because double back.
There we go.
Got it.
Alright, and we're back from commercial break.
That was a quick-ass commercial.
Hey, come on, you know commercial breaks are like... Come on, like in sports games we get 30-second timeout.
True.
30-second timeout, commercial, back on.
That's true. That's true. Okay, so yeah, Spider-Man's voice is off. I kind of like. Apparently, like what I've been hearing is that like this is one of those games where you. Oh shit! This is one of those games where you have to actually play the game to see how fun it is.
Right.
Like, it's not.
It looks bad, but it plays good, probably.
Okay, so apparently there's audio issue or something.
Yeah, so I told him just jump in the Discord alt.
Okay.
So I mean, cool, you know, but
I just think they're just adding everyone that's coming from the movies recently.
yeah, it's the MCU.
Yeah, that's basically what they're doing.
Oh wait, Lionel's not. Oh shoot, I need to invite Lionel in the Fighters Plus. I just realized that. Give me a second.
Wait, did you limit the room or something?
Nah, he's not in Fighters Plus.
Yeah, he is.
Is he?
See,
Oh, well then he needs to jump in the.
jump in the KCGO.
Yeah, he needs to jump in the alt.
Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness.
Oh my goodness. And hello, God of 6 Anyway.
Let me tell him to jump in the alt chat, cause he's just sitting here, like not doing much of anything. Right?
Is he frozen? Is he frozen?
No, he's here. He can't hear us now because he didn't jump in the alt chat.
Hold on,
Like,
I'm gonna mute myself, bro.
go ahead,
Yo,
handle
Lionel.
that.
Yeah,
Lionel.
jump in the KCGO chat.
Jump in the KCGO chat, dude.
It's on
You
Discord.
are? His voice? Wait. Okay.
Wait, no, he's probably in the podcast server. He's in the podcast
No,
server.
go to Fighters Plus, B. Go to
The Fighters Plus one. Yeah.
Can you guys
Yeah.
hear me now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
can hear
hear
you
you
now, but we're trying to get Lionel to go into the Fighters Plus alternate instead of the podcast alternate.
Yo.
Yo, what up?
Not much.
Nah, Raiden. This is for the podcast,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah,
Oh, there we go. He's in.
yeah, you can.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
All right. Anyway, all right. Let's go.
All right, so we good?
All right.
We
That's
good?
enough.
We good now?
That's
We
enough
good now?
commercial breaks.
Alright.
We got
Alright,
enough
so
for
just go ahead and jump in. There you go. Alright, so we got
Nah,
the
bro.
gang back. Okay, the gang's back.
Gang is here.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, so yeah, okay, so Spider-Man's voice is off. Nemesis looks okay. Hager's still the mayor of Earth, but that spot should have went to Zangief.
Definitely.
And Gamora is essentially a Deadpool character.
Hagar
Yeah,
all
she's
day.
basically Deadpool.
Yeah. All right.
You good?
That's
Lionel?
it.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
all I got.
I'm just like, I'm
It's-
dude. I'm looking at it like, why
Bring me up-
Capcom?
Bring me up to speed.
Okay, so
All
we're
right.
talking about MVCI right now, Clay.
Yeah.
That's what we're going on right now. Just we're already talking about like the latest four character releases: Gamora, Spider-Man, Hager, and Nemesis.
Yeah, well, you know, pretty good.
How do you feel about it so far?
I don't care about fucking MVCI at this point. There's too many fighting games coming out that pique my interest way more over that same time period and beyond for me to even really care about what they're limping to the bottom with at this point. They're already fucked up for real.
Hmm.
They could put Jesus Christ himself in the game and I still wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah, but apparently this is one of those games where it's a lot funner to play it than it is to look at it.
Yeah, but at the same time though, like, I don't know, like, if it's going down the same path that Street Fighter V went down, I don't want nothing to do with it. Plus, even if it is a halfway decent game, I'm not really a big Marvel player to begin with.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So, at the end of the day, like, me not being a big Marvel player and just the Capcom trend right now is enough to, like, make me not really care.
Right.
But
Yes.
I hope, like, I'm always hopeful that the game will surprise me and surprise other people who might have negative outlooks on it so far. But
I mean,
So-
as it stands, it's just too little, too late. They could keep trying though. I mean, we still have yet to see what they have fully have to offer, but right now I'm have to agree with Clay on this one. That's why I have nothing to say here.
I don't have anything to say either. I really don't. Like, I want to, but it's just like nothing I care about, nothing that, you know, surprising about it.
Everything I want to say about it has been split to everything else that's coming out.
Nah,
So,
everything that we've said about it, like from not even detractors, but just people that don't care, has been said over the past couple podcast episodes. So, like, you know, it's just like, this is like a glancing thing for a lot of us, unless we give a shit about Marvel.
That's check Skype, bro. That's pretty much all I have to say about the current situation for MVCI.
I'll wait until it pops up. Oh, there it is.
Oh my goodness.
That's the entirety, man.
That's fair.
Much.
That's fair. All right. So, any last thoughts about this topic? Because I think we should just.
I was gonna go in depth about the changes, but since we don't give a fuck, we don't give a fuck.
No, go ahead.
You can give your take on it, man.
All
Yeah,
right, so
because more information changes opinions sometimes.
all right, so I did some research from watching a bunch of Max's videos and reading stuff on from what people actually played at San Diego and Evo. So Spider-Man's basically got the same moveset, pretty much 1-to-1.
Fucking
Seven's
really?
level 3. Yeah, he's same old Spidey.
So
Same
it's
old
more
Spidey.
web throw shenanigans then.
Yeah.
Okay, like that shit was so much fun in 3.
He did, but from what I was reading, he doesn't have those loops anymore. He really can't get, like, he can only do twice in the air, and the third one will never catch. So it stops at 2. But once, like, the second one drops and you fall on the ground, you have a chance to tech out of it. Or if you don't tech, you get OTG'd into another loop. So that's more fair. Hagar has armor with the barrel. Like, if you, like, bring up the barrel, you can block an attack.
That's what that's for.
That and it's all, he also throws it for a projectile.
So he does something new that he did in Final Fight. Technically not new, but new-ish.
What are you really gonna? Lost Piper.
I'm gonna have to pull out the Crow of
He's
Judgment
still
here.
has to fight, too. So he has to fight as well.
That's all he needed.
Well, I don't know, from a design standpoint, I really didn't get to see what the hell fucking Combo Fiend had to say about it, but from a design standpoint, they felt like he had a hard time getting in a lot of projectile-based characters.
Nah,
Which-
he didn't actually.
didn't?
What
On a high
he
level?
had to deal with was the fucking Magneto Repulse. That's it. That's all that was. Cause he can still get in on projectile characters. It's just like any grappler, it's gonna take a little bit.
Yeah, it's not as fast as you want it to be. Just take that time. But also, the last thing on Gamora, she's basically a Deadpool clone, but it's not as wacky. Not as wacky. She has a lot of the
Deadpool
same.
wasn't wacky.
You know how you like fucking pineapple surprise.
Yeah, it was his voice lines that were wacky. It wasn't his playstyle.
It's just basically the same playstyle without the katana around. But she still has some kind of OTG. I gotta go back and my notes again, but she has an OTG.
It's probably the bolo. She might have a bolo.
She has
Either
OTG.
that or a sword attack. One of the two.
It's one of the two, something like that. Something with to do with a sword that knocks people on OTG, like Katana Rama used to do. You continue the combos.
Yeah.
But that's basically it.
Yeah, until they give something that actually makes it worth wanting to wait for it, and we're just waiting for the reactions.
Yeah.
I just think it's like Disney. Am I echoing? Sorry. I just think it's Disney overtaking Marvel and taking full control of what characters can be done here and there.
Yeah, we've everybody said that. We've said that. That's like.
But it's not just about the characters, though, man, and that's what people fail to understand because people are so up in arms, like, oh no, X-Men, no game, blah blah blah. It's not about the characters. It's about the blatant laziness of the whole fucking shit. Like,
The only thing that we've seen that wasn't lazy was Jeddah.
But that's
Yeah.
But that's because that's a character that hasn't been put in a game since
Exactly.
fucking Capcom Fighting Jam and shit.
Which that was lazy.
That was super lazy.
Yeah,
That was the
because
laziest Capcom has ever been. Oh my
because
god.
because they canceled the
It's
whole
so lazy
game.
that it wasn't put in America.
It was released in America.
It was.
I mean, canceled.
No, you're talking about the one that came before Fighting Jam, the one that got canceled that was actually looking really good.
Yeah, the 3D one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was looking forward
Capcom
to
Fighting Evolution.
yeah, Fighting
Okay,
Evolution.
I got it mixed up then.
That's what I'm saying.
Fighting Evolution looked dope as fuck. Like,
They canceled the whole game and they had to come up with something else. That's why.
too bad that's one of the games that's lost to the ether, because they did have like a working demo of it, and you can't find it nowhere. However, we can get Primal Rage 2. Like, we can get Primal Rage 2. We can't get Capcom Fighting Evolution, dog.
Right.
I would have loved
Yeah,
to
but-
see that.
You know, Primal Rage was probably made by some developers that went out of business. And
True.
niggas had shit laying around.
And just released it.
Yeah. But, yeah,
Man.
man. It's the laziness of the whole damn project. Like, and the fact that they're leading with this whole accessibility shtick when an easier game favors better players anyway.
Speaking of easier games, there's a game called Fantasy. Well, I am not going to distract from this. Let's close this out.
Okay.
It's closed. Done.
Does it say
Sega
anything?
ends partnership with Archie Comics.
Right, never mind.
Yes.
Lionel, go ahead, bro.
This is your spotlight, man.
Well, seeing as I've been a Sonic comic reader since it first issued in 1993, that actually was a surprise for me. But it kind of led up to that because there were no new Sonic comics since March of 2017. That was the last time that was issue 290. There was nothing else heard. They had a lot of people were bringing up the issue that Ken Penders, one of the writers in Archie Comics, had, and they had I forgot the name of the other person that stepped up and said that it was an issue with rights with certain characters, and I guess Sega and Archie came to a head. So at SDCC 17, they formally announced that they no longer had a partnership with each other after almost 25 years. And right then and there, IDW Publishing picked up on Sega. But they're not going to release any comics until 2018. So the big question is, are they going to at least pick up with issue 291 and at least finish off part 4 of one of the sagas that they had, or are they going to start fresh? They were in talks with some of the original artists and writers for the Archie Sonic comics, and it was also talking with new talent as well. They didn't say the names of the new talent, but they did say they were very excited to talk with both old and new artists and writers alike. They want to go ahead and continue with Sonic's appearance in the comic universe, in the comic world, so to speak. But what my guess is, Archie wants to focus more on their own IPs, which makes perfect sense. And Sega wants to continue doing what they can with Sonic. And let's just say IWD Publishing doesn't have as strong of a presence as Archie. Their strong suit is, I mean, publishing as far as, you know, advertising and getting themselves out there, they're not as strong as Archie. So it's going to be an interesting take on how they're going to introduce Sonic to a newer audience. I mean, they're mostly known. It's kind of hard to, you know, pinpoint what they're mostly known for, because up until a couple of years ago, I didn't even know who IDW Publishing was. I mean,
yeah.
so right now it's pretty unknown. I mean, it's nice to see that they picked up Sonic and it's not being left in limbo. But it's going to be interesting to see who's going to carry over, if they're going to carry it over or start fresh. We don't know at this point, because almost 25 years under one publisher. That's a lot. That's big shoes to fill. you know, as far as story and branching out, but a lot of people was looking at it like, okay, Archie was kind of taking it in a different direction. It was drifting away from what made Sonic great. So we're gonna see how it works. I personally didn't have any problems with it, but that's just me, a longtime fan. For people who never really got into it, they'll look at it like, what? I'm seriously, they'll be like, I don't get where it's going. The story is not consistent, but isn't most comics like that? It would pick up on that part of the story at like a couple of issues down. Like, say for instance, let's take Detective Comics. Look how long they've been around. Almost 1,000 issues. Same thing.
Right.
So, same thing with all of the DC comics and whatnot. I mean, they're trying with the Marvel comics, but they had so many reboots, it's not even funny. So right now, the big competitors in the comic world out there is Archie. That's number one, because remember, Archie also did Mega Man comics as well.
Yeah,
and they had
crossover, right?
That too. So Sega had the rights to Mega Man comics. They also crossed over with Street Fighter during that comic segment.
Predator as well, didn't they?
Yes. So they have a lot of good IPs under their belt in comic form, but now that Sega is no longer a publisher with them, it's going to be interesting to see if all of those other IPs carry over as well. So right now, the focus is what part of 2018 are they going to release? They didn't give a specific target date. They just said 2018. It could be early 2018. It could be second quarter. We don't know. All we know is Sega and Archie ended their partnership. IDW Publishing picked up the same day because it was the same day announcement. It did have a lot of mixed reactions because, again, people are so used to it. I mean, when you think of Archie, when it comes to comics and it comes to anything that's other than the main series, the Archie series, you think of Sonic. So it's going to be I'll call it an experiment. The only thing I hope that IDW Publishing does is they actually treat it right. Go back and look at everything that made Sonic great under Archie and try to improve on that, even though they might make something of their own caliber. Again, we may not even see all of the Archie characters that were in the Sonic comics carry over. So if they have to start fresh, keep the legacy of Sonic as great as it has been for 25 some odd years now.
I didn't even know they were still making Sonic comics.
Yeah, they were. Under Ian Flynn as the writer. Yeah, they kept the story strong. I mean, everything stayed relevant. Dude, I have bookmarks on that to where you can actually read them live anytime you want to. And you can see over the years, the art styles changed. I would say it started getting better after issue 47. And from that point on, you can see where it was just great. But you'll notice at the beginning, you'll see Ken Penders in a lot of the names in the earlier comics because he actually owned the rights to most of those characters. Hence why he went to court and took Archie to court, and he actually sued Archie because they didn't credit him for the characters that he made.
Wow.
Yeah. And no, it is wild. I can't recall if he won that suit, but to see that another suit pulled up from somebody associated with Ken Penders on more characters he created, like Mammoth Mogul and about almost really over a dozen other characters that were listed, because the first time it was about 12 characters. This time again it was 12 more, so it was like 24 characters now. Yeah, it's like Archie took the rights and ran away with it and did their own stuff after Ken Penders left. So,
damn, that's
I know. So,
oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. There's a lot of talk about it in the comic community when it comes to Archie about that, and it's like I say, it's kind of a mixed bag, but everything's pointing towards Ken Penders. So I guess from this standpoint, instead of dealing with another court case, legal fees, all of that, they decided to go ahead and just end partnership with Sega. But again, I'm very glad that IDW Publishing picked up on it and just did not leave it in limbo, because Sonic is too memorable of an IP and a character to just leave hanging out there.
Right.
But for those of you not knowing, they stopped at issue 290. That was like, they did 290 of that. They had 94 issues of the Sonic universe done. They were all doing this all at the same time. It's like they was releasing like 3 and 4 Sonic comics per month. You had Archie Sonic, you had Sonic Universe, then they was doing a comic of Sonic X, then you had the Mega Man Sonic crossover, and on top of that they were doing Mega Man. So they was doing like 4 to 5 different comics a month, all of it under the Archie IP. It's crazy, man, but that's all I have to say on it.
Well, another company picked it up. You didn't mention that, right?
Yeah, IDW Publishing,
IDW.
yes. Which, again, it'll be interesting to see what they do with it. Again, I hope they do it justice.
I mean, are they gonna pick it up straight from 290, or are they gonna do it like a new style?
Well, that's the thing they didn't elaborate on. The only thing that they said was they did talk with the original artists from Archie that are no longer with Archie comic artists. I think Ian Flynn was one of them. It was a handful of those that worked on the Sonic comics for years. They talked to. They also talked to new artists and writers as well. So we don't know if it's going to pick up from 290 and just end the Archie run at 291, because 291 was in the works until this happened. Because issue 291 should have came out in April of this year, but it didn't. I think it was the Genesis reboot. It was actually in the vein of the games, like the Genesis games, because they already had a subplot called Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis, but it was more under Ken Penders and Ian Flynn style. Issues 288, 289, 290, 291 was supposed to be a 4-part series called Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis Reboot. And it was supposed to pick up after the Sonic Mega Man crossover, which, by the way, that was damn good. They really should have stuck with that. That was really, really good. But I think that's where it started to get a little convoluted right at the end, because it kind of left a bit of a cliffhanger. It left things unexplained, but then it just split away from it. So when the Mega Man comics picked up, it picked up on their side of the story after it ended, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I still would like to see them just finish off Genesis reboot and start fresh. But if you think about it, they have a history. A lot of what makes Sonic the comics great was the characters that came from Archie, because it actually gave depth and story to something that really doesn't have much of a story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know that's a bit of a reach, yeah.
No,
But
it's not a reach. It's just,
no. Later on, early on, yes. Early on, like the initial 23 issues were like set AOSTH.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they you could tell the style was done in AOSTH, but I think issues 24 all the way to present were basically SatAM Sonic. It's actually Archie Sonic is in the Guinness World Book of Records for being the only IP that has the longest tie-in to SatAM Sonic, basically continuing where SatAM Sonic left off.
Right.
And rolled with that story. That's what made it so great, because, dude, I mean, for those of us in the 90s, man, SatAM Sonic was the shit, period, hands down. And it was nice to see it in comic form. The only game adaptation was in the form of a bonus stage from Sonic Spinball.
Right. Yeah, because you had all those little fucking cues from Sonic Spinball. Yeah.
And in one of the prototype games that never got released. There was there was a prototype where they actually had the Freedom Fighters in video game form, and you can play with more than just Sonic. I would have to look it up one day. It is actually out there because there's video footage of it out there. But it never got finished. It got pushed.
Is it Sonic Crackers or that Sonic Extreme
No,
game or one of
no,
them?
no. That's purely Sega. This is including Princess Sally and Antoine Roeder.
Acorn.
Yeah.
Bunny
Yeah,
Rabbit.
it's including those. You were actually able to play with those characters. Yeah, but it never got finished. So the only time you actually got to see them officially was during the pinball bonus stage in Sonic Spinball. Seriously, you have to free them from the little post at the top of the pinball machine, and you get to see them fly away. That was the only time you've seen Archie characters in an official game. The only time. From that point on, the game characters that appeared in the Sonic games, and including the modern Sonic, like Sonic Adventure on up, appeared in the comics. That they were kind of mixed in. Like they gave more. Like for example, Archie did Shadow's storyline justice. It did it very damn well. Like they told what happened between Sonic Heroes and Sonic Adventure 2 with Shadow. Like what happened after he fell back there. It wasn't explained in the games, but out of nowhere, here comes Sonic Heroes. Like you're wondering how is Shadow back? Well, Archie explained that. So it's like they were trying to intertwine SatAM Sonic with the modern games, with modern Sonic.
Right. Well, like kind of like what Sonic X kind of did with Adventure.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The idea for Sonic Generations actually came in the form of the Sonic Archie miniseries Genesis, where everything was rebooting itself. Like Sonic was starting to remember places he's actually been before, and if you've played Sonic Generations, you could see that he was remembering places he'd been before, but not exactly there.
Right.
Yeah, so that was kind of a homage to the Archie comics.
Huh.
Yeah, I mean, now everything I'm saying right now, that's like maybe 10% of that iceberg, dude. The rabbit hole goes very deep with this, dude. We don't have enough time in this podcast for me to even explain all of that. I probably would say something in a future podcast, but before I get too far off topic, which it really is on topic because it all is the same thing, I'd have to save it for another podcast. So depending on what topics we might have, I might make a continuation on it.
Mm-hmm.
More than likely, it'll probably be when that new Sonic game gets released.
Right.
Right.
Sonic Forces or Sonic Heroes? I mean Sonic Mania, excuse me.
Sonic Forces, because
which makes sense.
because a lot of people were I'm gonna end it with this. A lot of people were thinking that the partnership between Archie and Sega was due to Sonic Forces, but that's not the case. It has a lot to do with Ken Penders and a number of other characters. I would have to get that list again as to what characters it was that also surfaced. The only name I remember is Mammoth Mogul, which was in the earlier Sonic comics. And again, if you look at the starting, like page 2, you'll see his name right at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much any characters like Jeffrey St. John, Hershey the Cat, Mammoth Mogul, Ken Penders owned those characters. He also owned the Sword of Acorns that was in the earlier comics. Ken Penders owned that. He owned King Maximilian. He owned that. I think no, he didn't own Fang the Sniper because that was property of Sega. He didn't own Beam the Dynamite because that's also Sega.
So basically, any characters that were in Sonic the Fighters, he didn't own.
But he wrote for those characters. So the only thing he owns is the writing, but not the characters themselves. But they but they highlighted in bold the names I just mentioned, except for Bean. Oh, and he didn't own Bean. He didn't own Fang. That's the only two he didn't own. But the other names I mentioned were in big bold letters, meaning he actually did create those characters.
Okay.
Even though the Sword of Acorns wasn't a character, it was a prop. It was specific to King Maximilian.
Right, because that's like saying he owned King Arthur and the Excalibur.
And Ixis, that's also he owned because it was in the same storyline.
Wow.
Yeah, Ixis.
Ooh.
Yeah, another name pull up Archimedes. That's another one. Yeah, Knuckles Guardian, Archimedes. He owned him. And let me see. It's a long list of names, dude. But that's just the tip of the iceberg, man. This thing gets so convoluted, man. We will continue this in a future podcast close to Sonic Forces, and I can explain more. But bottom line, Sonic Forces had nothing to do with Archie and Sega parting ways. Archie does want to focus more on their own IP, so they gave all the rights to Sega. But again, it leaves the Archie characters in limbo. But they are part of the universe. So again, the ones that we can confirm that is still being with Sega is Vanilla and Cream and the Chaotix. They're still with Sega. Archie doesn't own that. They was just incorporated in the comics due to Sega. But Cream didn't show into the Archie series until late in the game because she was already part of Sonic X, modern Sonic. So everything that was in Sonic X, that's going to Sega. So it's kind of a 50-50 battle here. They're still trying to figure out who's going where. But most of the other names that you don't really hear anything about, that's all Archie. But we'll see how it goes. So that ends my segment on one publisher leaving and another publisher picking up. That's just the short of it. I'm pretty sure not a lot of people here have much input because they haven't really been paying attention to the comics like I have, and Cleveland as well. Because remember, you're the reason I even got into the Sonic comics of the first issue, which was issue 0, which was basically AOSTH, and that's what got me into it. So we're probably the only two in this podcast to even remotely remember anything of the comics, and I actively read them. Like, I literally got a damn folder of all 290 issues of the Archie Sonic comics, and I will have to send that to you one day, Cleveland.
Yeah, if you get a chance to, man. I mean, I've been reading off and on this site I've been going to, but we better just have everything in one folder. Yeah, get C Display EX, because it's made for... I got that. Oh, perfect. It's in CBR format. Perfect. Awesome. I can go ahead. Yeah, I'll in fact, if it's in my, I'm gonna send it to you later. I'll send you the link later. We'll take care of it later. But yeah, thank you though. That's no problem, dude. But I'm pretty sure no one else in here has anything to say on it because it's a bit of an unknown topic, but it had to be mentioned because that was just like Infinite. That was mentioned at CDCC 17. So
yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. I mean, honorable mention is, but you got, it's still Sega because also Sonic Mania was there, so they had to put it all in the same panel because this is Sega. So yeah, even though Sonic Mania was not mentioned in part of the lineup for this current podcast, it was in the same time slot. So it was either this or Sonic Mania. We can cover Sonic Mania in another podcast. It's less than a month away from it being released. Mark your calendars, folks. August 15th is Savagery time. I mean, Sonic time. Hopefully you get some good audio this time, man.
Maybe we'll have to do like a dedicated episode of that, like just for that week, a dedicated Sonic episode of a podcast.
The fact that we have a plot now puts things into perspective. Now I know what I'm expecting.
Right.
And that's it for my segment. You guys go ahead.
Alright. The next topic of discussion, the Destiny 2 open beta has been extended. Shoot. I only know of like one person that actually got into the beta, but they ain't in this podcast, so
I haven't played it. I haven't had a chance to play it myself.
I don't give a shit about Destiny.
I stopped caring after they fucking nerfed the favorite gun I wanted to play with. Like, it's just the week soon as I got the damn gun, it finally dropped for me. And then the week after they nerfed it, I was like, you know what, fuck this game.
I didn't give a shit about the game because how you claim to be an MMO, but all your story ain't in the game. You have to go to an external source.
Meant to be MMO, or is it meant to be MMO, or is it meant to be FPS?
It's meant to be like a Borderlands type MMO.
They sold it as an MMO though.
Yeah, exactly. That's
They
what they did.
sold
That
it
was
as
the
an MMO.
biggest thing where they fucked up at by saying that it was an MMO. But unless you played the last two expansions, which actually had story cutscenes and story like related gameplay, like the fucking base set of the game. No, there was no story unless you actually go onto Bungie's website.
Onto the Bungie website and look it up.
And read more cards that you have to link your man. No, I ain't got time for that.
Nobody ain't got time for that shit, bro. Like, and even then, I think by the time those expansions came out, people didn't even give a shit anymore. They was just trying to beef up their characters as much as possible.
Man, how many motherfuckers didn't give a shit about the World of Warcraft?
And then by the end of the life cycle, it was just grinding your light score or some shit like that.
Your light level.
Your light level, yeah.
A level for your light, just so you can equip stuff. Because they changed shit twice. They went from like just leveling up, and then like every piece of armor like gave you a certain light level, so you can like equip more shit. And then they changed that again, and they changed it to all this light bullshit. They didn't even know what the fuck they wanted to fucking do with the goddamn game. Like, weapon balancing was all over the place because some weapons were great for fucking PvP, and some weapons were great for PvE. And, like, the guns that were great for PvP, they would nerf those guns, and they would be useless in PvE. So you'd just be, like, a whole slot, and, like, the 20 slots you have in your storage.
Wasted space.
Right, and then on top of that, like, because you're grinding for light level, your character looks stupid as fuck. Because there was no way, I don't think there was a way until they just, like, maybe added it, like, at the later end of the life cycle.
Yeah.
There was no way for you to customize your armor.
Well, you can colorize the armor, yeah. That was the only thing you could basically do was change your color, like, using shaders. But you couldn't, like, go into the intricacies and be like, I want red on this and black on that. And no, you couldn't do that. But on that at the aspect, like later on in the game, you can get a light level, like you were saying, and then you can transmog different armor pieces. So let's say you like this headpiece with this cape, or these armor garments with these boots. You could do that when you transmog later on, but that was way later in the fucking game.
So apparently it's been extended until July 2015, 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern, and 2 a.m. BST.
I might actually get a chance to try it now.
Yeah, it's been extended until
Tuesday.
But I can tell you right now, I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna pick it up. I don't care.
I'm hoping if it comes out for PC. So I might give that a touch.
Might grab it on PC because it's coming out for PC. It's already like on the Blizzard net.
Yeah, October 24th. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably grab it for PC.
Or are they gonna have a beta for PC?
That's the only thing I need to see. If there is having a beta for PC, then I can try it on the PC, see how it feels, how it plays. If it plays the way I want it to. Because I like the whole aesthetic about Destiny. The aesthetic is amazing. I like that, like the guns feel responsive, like the fucking mess. The movement feels great. The story, whatever you get to a piece of story is decent. It's just that after it's like the Street Fighter V treatment. Like you get this game and then like they sell you on and shit, and you get the game and you're just like.
And then you get Abigail and you're like, what the fuck?
Not even that, nigga. You start off with just like 8 characters and they throw you a chicken wing. Like here you go, dog. And then every expansion is like an extra piece of chicken, and then Destiny 2 is gonna be your biscuit with the fucking fries and the drink. Instead of just packing everything together.
Yeah, but here's the problem though. Ordered Dr. Pepper, they gave me Pepsi.
Nigga, I ordered Spice and they gave me mild.
Well.
But anyway.
Anyone have a take on it? Like,
I'm not big. I wasn't big on I wasn't big on Destiny. Pretty much all the points that Cleveland pointed out. That's what turned me off from Destiny right there. I just wasn't. I was interested at first when it first came out, but you know, seeing how Destiny 2 is, I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, I was turned off from the first Destiny because I felt like it set me up for something that it didn't provide. As far as like,
yeah,
the whole hub world thing. It was kind of like why I was disappointed in Dragon Ball Xenoverse. They're basically both the same type of game.
Yep.
Yeah, and like here's the thing about that though, about like the space travel and shit like that. Like I legitimately thought that we were actually gonna be able to use those fucking spaceships. But nah,
Right.
they're just
Right.
loading screens.
And it's the thing that takes me off about, like, some of these spaceships have amazing, mind-blowing, dope designs, but nope, I get to sit in my fancy chair while the game loads, guys. It's a legendary drop, though. Hey!
You know they don't want to bother Eve online for their money.
Dude,
Like
and
that-
the fucked up thing about it is, like, in Halo, was it Halo Reach?
Yeah.
Halo Reach actually had really dope fucking space combat. Or was it Halo 4?
It was Halo Reach, I think. Don't quote me on it.
I believe
It
it
was
was
one of
Reach.
the Halos. Yo,
I believe it
Chad,
was
Chad,
Reach.
if you know which Halo I'm talking about, you remember how good that fucking space combat was. Why didn't they just, like, copy, paste, space combat? It'd have been fucking easy. You're fucking Bungie, but no. No.
Wow.
Copy paste the gunplay from Halo and put it over to fucking the Destiny. Why couldn't we do that, homie?
Like
what's so hard about that?
when I saw, because like I actually did play it over at a friend's house a couple times. Like when I got to this one mission where you get to go on the moon, and it's like, oh, dope, cool. There's nothing here. I'm going to explore. You fell. You had invisible walls, or you literally just accidentally killed yourself by going too far where you were supposed to not to. I'm like, all right, this game is dumb.
Yeah, because they didn't do it like what most MMOs would do with like instead of just having an invisible wall, there's a mountain you can't climb up.
Yeah.
There was dead zones where
there's
your
dead zones.
ghost couldn't support life. That was the in-game explanation. Oh no, it was Dark Zones. Was you one of those Dark Zones to Dark
Best thing about
Zones?
Destiny was Peter Dinklage.
Nah.
Then they took him out.
Then
No,
they
it was
took him back.
Shrek. If you play in the Crucible, it was the announcer's name was Shrek, and he would get so hyped. So like you get a multi-kill, he's like, "Oh my god, this is the first time I've ever seen anything like this before. This is unbelievable. He just killed 10 people. Oh my Christ!" He would get hyped when you would kill shit. That was the only reason I would play that game, just to fucking get like kill streaks and hear this guy go off.
Sound like he was a JoJo fan. You all knew who I'm talking about, Mr. Oh my God!
Oh man, I'm gonna pull up that shit for you guys. No.
Yes.
Lionel. Son of a bitch!
Yeah, and you know what? That video you're gonna pull up, that was the perfect way in. It's son of a bitch, and it just cuts. Like, yes, please pull this video.
The craziest thing that I've seen in JoJo's was the one where I can't remember his name, but he was holding up that piece of paper. He was looking, he's like, "This is just a blank piece of paper." Then he turns it slightly, and the gun comes out. I was like, "Bro, what?" Oh, that shit killed me. It's just blasted in the face. Holy fuck.
Even not only can the paper cut, it can shoot and kill.
Alright, so
When trees fight back.
oh my god. Alright,
Yeah,
so
yeah. Want to
Destiny
cut me?
2.
Want to cut me, huh? I'll cut you real good. Let's make you into Swiss cheese. Yeah.
Okay, let's. Yeah, the beta. Wait, hold on. Oh, the beta comes out next. They said they're gonna plan on beta next month, I believe. Yeah, late August. So I mean, potentially, I'm gonna try to play it, and if it looks good, I might pick it up. So.
Alright, so we'll reconvene on that topic, I guess, in the August beta. If any of y'all play it, but if not, then whatever. Alright. Final topic of discussion for this podcast. Email question of today. What is your favorite board game?
Wait, what? Wait,
What
what?
is, what is your favorite board game?
Favorite board game?
I have two.
Okay.
Two that I enjoy playing. Except one of them you can only play with like people you know. Because if not, it's just gonna suck. The first one is Snake Oil. Snake Oil is fun as hell. Basically, Basically, what snake oil is like you get these cards, right? And they have these words on it. So like you can have like a truck, or like I don't know, something random like a toilet, and you get like a pack like 6 cards in your hand, right? And you basically have to form something together with 2 of those cards and try to sell it to the person that's the buyer.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's dope.
You're selling snake oil, and yeah. And that's how you get the points. And I think it's like 5 points wins, and it's really cool. It's really fun. It's really fun. The other is Sheriff of Nottingham. Now, Sheriff of Nottingham is basically there's every round there's a sheriff, and all the other players, every player is a merchant. And basically what you have to do is that you have to get, you have to gain money, and whoever has the most money at the end of the game wins. But there's also these things called royal goods, and there's contraband. And what you have to do is if you want to win, is that you can either go legit and just like, say, oh, I have X amount of apples, and try to get them through. Or you could actually try to get contraband in and royal goods, because those are, they still sell for more value. However, on every one, you have to try to either convince the sheriff that everything that you have in your bag is legit, or bribe him. Because if you get your bag checked, they take your contraband items, or the items that you didn't claim, and you have to pay a fee. And it's really cool. It's really cool, but like it really just depends on who you play with. Yeah,
right.
Who you play with, because and if the sheriff gets it wrong and he checks you and everything that you have is right, they have to pay you. So you gotta be careful about who you check.
I mean, I got a few that I love playing as a kid. I think I might still like it if I was playing with people I know. Like, I know 3 of them. Okay, one of them's, I think all the games I like take a really long time, except maybe one of them. One of them I like is Clue.
Yeah, Clue's fun. Clue's fun.
Another one is pretty much this game takes a really long time. I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about. Monopoly. Yeah.
Oh, friendship ruining. No, that's Uno. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Uno is friendship ruining simulator.
Yeah, and Monopoly is family ruining simulator.
Mm-hmm.
You ever played Monopoly with drunk uncles and aunts and cousins and shit? Like,
nah, I play with my auntie though, and she, oh my god, Monopoly made me hate the hell out of her.
Yeah, you land on one of them properties, you be wanting to disown niggas.
Right.
Another one that I loved playing as a kid, but this one's more strategic. You guys heard of Risk, right?
Oh yeah, Risk. Yeah.
Risk, that was like really strategic. A strategic game, but it is really okay. Anyway, a strategic game, but it's really fun. I forgot how many people can play. I forgot how many people can play in that game.
I think it was 6.
Was it 8 people or
it was 8? It was 8.
Right?
If I remember correctly, it was 8.
But we all had to pick a country, right, or just something like that. I haven't played it in a really long time.
It was you can have up to 8, but you need at least I think 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Because I always played with 2 people because we would just split the countries up. And just do a die roll for fucking not Antarctica, Australia. Mm-hmm. So Australia was a really strong position to have. But anyway,
go ahead, Clinton.
Was it a strong country?
Australia.
Was it a strong country? Wow, I didn't even know that.
Australia and China, basically, because Australia you have to.
Oh, China, especially, yeah.
Especially China, but you got to put a whole lot of resources from China to get Australia, or a lot of resources from I want to say South America or North America to get Australia, because you're gonna have a whole like you could basically block everything off with just Australia.
Yeah.
Like there's games I've had like I just been sitting in Australia like, you ain't gonna win, dog. You got 12, you got 3. What you gonna do? Oh, I lose 1. Okay.
Yeah.
Good job.
And the funny part about that is, in Risk Factions on Xbox 360, the same rules apply. If you didn't have Australia, you lost.
Mm-hmm.
Because Australia is hard mode, man. If you didn't have hard mode, you basically lost the game. I've seen matches online go on for hours for everybody trying to fight for Australia. And the one person that gets it, it's game over. Everybody starts leaving the lobby because there was no way to take them down. I'm like, you know what? I think I'm.
Wow.
Right.
But, and the perfect part about it was you could spectate, so I'm just watching. I'm like, you know what? I said it was to the point where people were placing bets as to who was getting Australia first. So much salt and lost money.
Oh god.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Dude.
Okay,
Those were days.
hold on. Let me give honorable mentions. Checkers and yeah, sorry. Honorable mentions.
Oh,
Sorry
sorry.
used to get me salty
Man,
as
fuck
fuck.
sorry.
Sorry used to get
Yeah,
me
man.
salty, dog.
Put your sorries in the sack, mister.
Man, fuck your sorry, man. Like, honorable mention though. Life.
Take that L.
The game
man.
of life. The game of life is
Nah. Who remembers Don't Wake Daddy though, man, nigga?
Oh, fucking Christ! I remember that commercial, dude. Holy
I've
shit!
never heard of that game.
You've never heard of Don't Wake
I don't
Daddy?
know.
No.
He's too young.
Oh wait, I think I remember that. I think I've seen that as a Toys R Us, but I don't think I ever.
It's one of them dips that takes like longer to set up than it does to actually play it, like Mousetrap.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, I know Mousetrap. I know Mousetrap just
It's
fine.
part of that whole like
I know
that whole
Mousetrap,
line of toys, like Mousetrap, Don't Wake Daddy, Hungry Hippos. What was the ants one? Ants in Your Pants?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was basically made by that same brand of fucking toys. Tony Lines. I think it was Fisher Price. No, not Fisher
I'm
Price.
telling you, bro. We
Mattel.
all need to get some tabletop simulator and play these bitches, dog. What you saying, man?
Does Connect 4 qualify as a board game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Connect 4 then.
Yeah. If you want to have some laughs and a lot of salt, check out the video that I just put. And this is Monopoly related. Check out the video I put there.
Not so
Nope.
bad
Okay,
enough.
we'll watch it after the show.
Oh,
That,
fuck.
the NL, that's New Legacy Inc. Those guys are pretty damn funny. They do a lot of wrestling related stuff and Fire Pro Wrestling stuff. But when it
Oh, yeah, I
comes to
remember it.
but when it comes to the board games, because they do a lot of videos on board games,
Man.
that's their best one.
You just said Fire Pro Wrestling. Fuck board games.
Yeah, but they they actually had a wrestling simulator where it was like a readable story after 3 hours. I would have to put the video.
You talking about Wrestling Spirit or Total Extreme Wrestling or one of them shits?
No. It's like you can you could download the rosters and everything will be in text format. And you had to basically manage the wrestling aspect. It is I think it was after 3 hours the game got fed up with them and fired boy. Because the ratings were so low. It was a rating. It was because you had to maintain ratings, and it's like the game will get so fed up with you if you're rated to lose, it will just fire you. This shit was crazy because you had no control over it. It's the game basically set up the scenario like a random number generator from an RPG. It just based on what you selected. You could create your own factions and all of that, but the game would take care of it. You had no control over it. But again, after the podcast, check out that video. You'll see what I'm talking about. I think it was Monopoly World Edition.
Another one. I've wanted to play this for a while, so I can't really say it's a favorite of mine because I've never played it. But what was it called? Secret Hitler.
Oh yeah. I played that. That is it's to take on like the Salem, like Town of Salem type.
Yeah,
games
Salem
where-
Witch Trials. Yeah.
Yeah, it was one person's technically the Hitler in this case, and they have to make arguments against the fact that they're not.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so fun though. It's so fun.
That one.
How
that
did they
one's pretty
change
fun.
that one up? I can't remember how they changed
It's
everything.
communist and
Oh yeah, that's right.
nationalist or something like that.
That's right. You had different parties. That's
Yeah.
right. So the Clay, did you go already, or because you already said don't wake daddy?
No,
Is that your favorite board?
no. My favorite board game is Monopoly. I don't really play
Okay.
too many board games.
You should. Board games are still fun, man.
Yeah.
Especially when you get like some smoking homies around, some beers and shit.
I have very specific tastes, and anytime I get homies and beers around, like we usually don't need external games. We usually play like drinking games like, of some kind.
Like beer pong? Beer pong?
No, more like shit that fucking plays off of our individual personalities and shit that we do. Like every time Clay does this, take a drink.
Yeah.
Or we'll be watching.
Oh, that kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Or we'll be watching something, and it's like, yeah, every time that character comes on screen, take a drink.
Oh, you know what we forgot to mention though? The game that everybody has their own specific rules to. Uno.
Oh man, dude. Yo. Okay, so before I get to
Are we gonna play Uno after the podcast? We could do that.
Joe, you got that shit for real?
Don't get me don't.
Bruh.
Dude, anyone can play online, man.
Y'all gonna get trashed if we actually play Uno. I'm sorry.
Man, no, you about to get bopped.
Nah, y'all.
I got Uno in my garage. I don't know. I want to take it out.
We're not gonna wait. Is there like some kind of fucking website we can play that shit?
I mean, you can play it on Tabletop Sim.
Yeah.
I mean, of course
Yeah,
that.
but like,
Oh man, don't get me started with Uno. The Uno on Xbox 360 was so broken. God, I remember that.
What's the most hated card that everyone hate? Yeah. Which card did you guys hate the most? Was it change color?
Nah,
Was it
draw
change
for
color
a
or
while.
+4?
Yeah,
Draw for a
Oh
while.
my.
Because you be like sitting there with that fucking Uno and somebody slaps that draw for a while and it's on your turn. I'm like,
bitch, you ain't finna Uno out, nigga. Have fun.
Man, I remember, and I remember this. This was when on the Xbox 360. Yeah, on the Xbox 360 when I had Uno, they actually had the Street Fighter. I think it was one of the anniversary packs, and it was a Super Turbo, right?
yeah.
And with one of it changed the rules of one of it. Like they had a special card, the Hadouken card, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uno literally broke because of that card.
What
I
happened?
want to know how, like, whoever pulled that card, because in order to draw a card was the same. The draw card was the same button as to use the Hadouken card, so it was elimination. So anybody who had to press A to draw a card when that card was in play, they self-eliminated themselves. So whoever had the card won the fucking match.
This is the one you're talking about, right? This is the one you're talking about, right?
Oh my god, dude. Oh god, that's it. I don't know if because they'll tell you before you start. I think you have to play elimination Uno. It wasn't regular Uno.
It was elimination.
It was elimination, and if that card in your rotation came up, there was a guarantee that everyone else was gonna. Because you can't stop the Hadouken. Seriously, you couldn't do it. And it's kind of funny because every time you played a card, a Street Fighter sound effect.
Mm-hmm. A punch or a slap or attack.
Yeah. Yeah. But seriously, if you seen that card, I think it was like 25 points, but that was into the game. I think they also had the Kameo pack. If you played elimination, a specific card came up. And I think that was the wizard from Kameo. Like, I don't believe it. It's for real. Seriously, look up Elimination Uno Xbox 360 on YouTube and look up the Kameo pack. You'll see it. You'll hear him every time somebody get eliminated. He'll just say it for you. I don't believe it. Man, I kind of wish my 360 was here right now. My buddy Joe using it. I would just do a quick stream and just show you myself. Shit's funny as all get out.
What about Cards Against Humanity?
No.
Oh, so I was about to get on my
I
top.
don't know. That's not a board game though.
That's not a board game, and it necessarily is really not.
Because if that counts as a board game, then I would have said that was my favorite board game. Because that shit is fun as hell.
Yeah.
Depending on who you with, because like some people, it's just like you can't read them, or their sense of humor ain't that funny to you.
Yeah.
But what illiterate motherfuckers is out here playing Cards Against Humanity?
A lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
People.
Man.
So much so
It's
that
a
you
very
can
popular
play Cards Against
There's-
Humanity online.
like
There's a
people-
website
people-
for it.
I bet you people played it at
people who
Evo.
don't read books don't be playing that shit, man.
No, there are people that play that stuff that are literal as fuck, dude. It's just like you don't need it's basic grade school knowledge of fucking reading. You don't have a card that comes up. What is the circumference of a chick's asshole when she's bending over twice the size of her anus? You don't have shit that comes up like that.
But I'm saying, why did shit like that just come out your mouth though? Like that was like completely out of left field.
But that's cause of humanity though.
That's how you play it online.
Of a chick's
Yeah.
asshole.
So the circumference of a chick's asshole reaching around Uranus.
Okay.
Lano, did you say what your favorite board game was?
I mean, Monopoly's mine, so
I'm some boring ass niggas. Nah, I'm playing.
Boring. Fun game, but it's a salty, boring game.
I mean, we don't feel like unfolding some damn cardboard every time we want to play a goddamn game.
Oh, another one, Epic Spell Wars. Epic Spell Wars is really fun.
now you know I have heard of that. I never had to play it. Could you elaborate on that?
Okay,
never played
basically, Epic Spell Wars is like you're a wizard, right? And all the cards that you get are different components to a spell. So you have your delivery, you have your there's three different components. It's delivery, quality, and then something else.
Right.
And you get 20 life points. And there's also this thing called blood, and you can pay blood to up your spell and make it bigger or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, and even when you lose all your life points, you're not necessarily out of the game, because you get every turn that you're out, every turn that you're a dead wizard, you get these things called dead wizard cards, and they'll give you boost for the next round. So like, you know, if you died, you'll be able to get one treasure card, and these treasure cards are basically like passive abilities that you'll get every time your turn is around or whenever you play a spell. So like, they'll give you things like, oh, well, this spell that every spell that you play now is a dark element spell. So it's like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. And oh my god, it's really fun, but people get salty so fast. Cause there's like really no way. There's only like a couple cards that like allow you to heal yourself, and it's crazy. It's crazy. I only played like 2 games of it, and like it's really easy to pick up and understand. Really easy to pick up and understand. But you can. But if you get focused down, you're pretty much dead in like 1 turn.
I believe that shit. Dude.
Wow.
That sounds like Smash Brothers though, but in card form.
Pretty much. It's actually really fun. Epic Spell Wars is really fun.
Right,
And like
so-
the art of it kind of reminds me of like I want to say like early 90s MTV animation.
Ah, okay.
So it's like it's really interesting. It's really interesting.
Alright, so my favorite would have to probably be Pandemic.
I've wanted to play Pandemic. I haven't been able to play it.
Pandemic is dude. Like if you get a team of people, because I know if you guys played like that fucking that mobile game where you had the virus that's supposed to kill the world.
Right.
It's basically the reverse. You're basically the characters in that game that develop the cures and fucking like help quarantine people in quarantine areas and shit like that and do research. You're basically fighting a virus, but on the flip side. Well, I mean, you're fighting the virus, or you're not the virus fighting everybody else. Because the basis of that virus game is basically based off a pandemic. Because of like all those little events that pop up, like China has developed the first vaccine for the virus. You draw cards that allow you like to allocate resources, and there's different character classes. Like there's EMPs, there's like doctors, there's like firefighters and police people and all that shit, and they have different skills. So let's say like the virus outbreaks over in Japan, right? And you got some CDC areas, which are basically like little hotels from Monopoly. Like, so those CDC areas which keep the virus contained from spreading out. But let's say if there's like a food shortage over in China, and they overrun these people overrun the CDC, because that's a card that comes up, because the virus itself has a card, has a whole deck of cards, and you're playing against that deck with your cards.
So it's a card building game basically, but it's once you get a certain amount of people playing around and actually know how to play it, it's very fun. It's very fun. Also, second runner up is gonna have to be Uno. If we're just gonna say regular games with decks and whatnot, Uno. Fuck yes, I love playing Uno. That's my shit. House rules on Uno.
Fucking house rules. Every house had different rules.
You gotta say motherfucking Uno on last card for sure. Also, if you got like you got a red one down there, you drop a yellow one, you can stack.
Yeah,
Somebody
that
drops
shit. Yeah.
Somebody drops a draw 2, you can stack your draw 2 on top of it.
Yeah.
Go to the next person.
Some house rules don't allow stacking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depends on where you
I don't
play.
think I ever played. Cleveland, I don't think I ever played stacking.
You never did? Oh man, it
No.
makes it so much faster.
So much faster.
And way more fun. And it gets the salt levels like fucking super high too.
To say like, and then you also got the ones
How
where
does that-
you also got the ones where instead of just stacking colors, they're also stack numbers.
Yep. Exactly.
How does stack? Well, how does stacking?
So-
So like,
it
if
was
you have a
just
5,
two
6,
stack
7
like
of the
colors
same
or something?
color, yeah.
You can do that. Oh, well, some people allow different colors as well, long as it's
Yeah.
like 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah,
6,
so
7.
one blue 5, yellow 6, and then green 7, and yeah.
Right. But also they allow like what did we call it back down on Louisiana? Like counter cards or some shit. Like say somebody played like a draw 2, right? You can do like a reverse to put that instead of you get drawn.
Oh, see, I've
you
never
reverse it
done
back.
that. I've never done that,
Yeah.
but that is
Yeah.
shitty because you know that's not how the reverse card is used.
But that's not was a house rule for it though. You reverse that draw 2 on somebody draw.
Or if you had to skip your turn instead of it skipping your turn, it'll cancel out the draw effect.
No, it will skip you drawing and get somebody else to draw it.
Wow,
Yeah,
that is
it's
gay.
so hard. Dude.
That is gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just say many friendships were lost.
That sounds like a fun way to play it, but that's also the salty way to play it. Oh my god.
Yeah, Cleveland ain't lying, dude. I've seen it for myself firsthand. I've seen many fights break out because of that.
Really?
I was
Wow.
fucking sitting there. Oh, I remember one time I actually had like a fucking a draw 4 for my fucking Uno card, last card, right? I dropped that fucking draw 4 down. Fucking one of the homies dropped it, but fucking a skip, and a reverse. So it skipped him, skipped the dude behind him, and reversed back to the guy he skipped, right? And made that motherfucker draw out. And man, I fucking won the game off that because he was about to fucking bullshit me, and he fucked up because he didn't fucking reverse.
Yeah, he didn't reverse it properly. Yeah.
Right.
He tried to
Sitting
stack to get rid of his own card instead of wow.
Because he was close to getting out, because the way we played it, you can like stack like the effect cards on each other
Yeah.
for combos. And he was trying to fucking Uno out like that by denying me my Uno, but he fucking lost like that because he didn't fucking reverse it correctly.
So you combo breaked him. So.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's the card version of Combo Breaker. Yeah,
That's
And
crazy.
and it worked so well.
Oh my god, it was so fun.
It worked so well.
I don't know how salty I got playing that shit though. You sit there about the Uno out, what just a regular card. Somebody like, nope, draw 4, draw 8, draw 16, draw +2, draw that deck, nigga, draw that deck.
Oh man, so I think that'll do it for tonight's podcast.
All right. Well, that was a fun. Well, that's a fun way to end it. End it with Uno talk.
Draw 16, bitch, draw 16.
Gotta find.
We be fighting in your house with all that.
Oh yeah, we be fighting.
We can get it cracking right here.
God, I wish I had somebody do that online, my dude. Oh my god. Maybe Tabletop Simulator. I gotta look into that now.
Tabletop Sim is
Yeah, but
really
it-
fun, dude. I've had it for like a week. It plays everything, like legitimately everything. Like there's always like a Texas Hold'em and a blackjack server open too. Always.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, people
my-
like playing Spyfall, and I think there's a Pandemic server open right now. So
God damn. And this
Oh, yeah.
DLC is dope.
the other day I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Screw it.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can play.
Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah, you can play all the TCGs.
Get the.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the DLC list. Let's see, Three Kingdoms, Zombicide, Sight, Super Fight, Warfighter, Cosmic Encounter, Wizards Academy, Epic Galaxies, Epic Western. Damn, that's a lot of DLC here.
Holy shit!
Battle for Souls.
They hardcore did make fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Get out of here!
Wow.
With all the, it's got all the fucking artwork and everything.
Damn.
I'm done. Yo.
Damn, Cleveland, relax.
Real talk though, I have never expected to see some shit like, man.
Yeah, dude, Tabletop Simulator's dope.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking to getting that in a little while. Not right now though. Yeah, when my money gets a little bit more free, I'm gonna definitely look into getting that.
Awesome.
Probably it'll give us something to do for a live stream or something.
Oh, definitely. Because I've been meaning to get some more people on that motherfucker. Oh my god, it's not. I gotta figure out how to set up servers and set up tables and stuff. Once I get that down, oh yeah, we definitely playing some bullshit Uno.
Yes.
we definitely playing Louisiana rules Uno, though.
We're playing Combo Breaker, baby.
I'm telling you, man, you might be wanting to take a break once you play that, bro. You're not
hey, if I get salty on stream, I get salty on stream. It ain't the first time it's happened.
All right.
You're gonna see Evan leave the room right after.
Current's damn near for that, man.
Man, that's a lie.
This nigga got a high sodium diet over that motherfucker.
Man, don't even.
Evan's gonna leave the room. Evan's gonna leave the room like.
I'm gonna leave the room and I'm gonna be the one hosting the server.
hey, bro, don't have no T7 relapse, bro. Come on, man.
Nigga.
Insta kill, raging demon.
Don't play with me.
Bro, that was like the highlight of this year. Come on, man.
What? No, it was not.
Bro, don't make me whip out Jim Ross, dude. Don't. I will still buy. You know what? I'm gonna do it anyway. By God, intensifies. Let's go. Let's go.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so that'll end it for tonight's podcast. We hope you enjoyed. As usual, we will be back same time next week for another episode. Episode 15, boys.
Yeah.
Episode 15, Big Triple 5. Well, that all being said, guys, let's go ahead and plug our social medias and everything. Start with you, Hardy.
Find me on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Everything's Asian Pikachu 215. And as always, I'm gonna try to do live stream probably this upcoming week or in the next few weeks or so, since I got my upload speed from my ISP to actually from 5 to 12.
Nice.
So hopefully I could get some live streaming once I learn the basics.
Yeah, it's gonna be different for everyone. So yeah, take your time. Adjust your settings accordingly because you're not gonna get it perfect the first time. Nobody gets streaming perfect the first time. Take your time with it. Hell, I just gotta figure out
what I'm gonna stream first. Maybe I might do some maybe weekly tournaments or some sort.
Well,
yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, just experiment. See what you like. I mean, if you know what you want to do, go for it. Go from there. But just make sure you do a lot of testing first.
Right, I'll definitely do that. I'll probably look for some testers to actually help me out in addition to it. But yeah, all my social medias are Asian Pikachu 215. That's not ASIN, okay, people? It's AZN.
You gotta make sure you let them know that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy to get mixed up.
Yeah. All right, that's my social media. Someone
Cleveland.
else.
Wait, what?
Cleveland.
What?
Oh, my turn? Okay, follow me, Blazin, BLAZIN _TRE on Twitter and Twitch. Blazin Dre, all one word, on Facebook and YouTube. And follow Ganked Gaming on Facebook. So just look for Blazin Dre, you'll be able to find Ganked BAZ. Anyway, Lionel.
All right, you can find me at my website, DV's Mugen Works, at dvmugen.theostlobby.net. You can also find me on Twitter at twitter.com/observerdark. You can also find me on YouTube and Twitch under Dark Valentine 1984, and you can also find me at the official KCGO podcast Facebook page as the admin of KCGO.
Clay?
All right, Clay.
Yeah, Fighters Plus on YouTube, Kid Segoy on SoundCloud, Fighters Plus on Discord. Get at me.
Get at him at this Real Battle Fatal Fury 2.
Yo, hey,
Okay.
That shit.
you wanna do it? You wanna do it, my dude? I'm ready.
Oh, here we go. Alright, we're gonna get out of here, guys. Appreciate y'all for watching.